It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3, and I'm pretty sure you've seen online that the UK superstar Craig David, he is in Cape Town, and he will be performing this evening at Cape Town, well, in Cape Town.
I mean, he was there at the start of the World Cup, just to give you a sense of where he sits in the grand ecosystem. But there's something else that's really notable here. I've known Kat for a long time, and I think if I could put my finger on one artist that Kat has dreamt of meeting and singing with probably for most of his life, it is this man. And he had the opportunity to meet up with him at the very picturesque Table Bay Hotel at the V&A waterfront as he gears up for his show at the Grand Arena at Grand West today. And this probably made Katlego's childhood dreams come true. Let's take a look and a listen, hopefully.
Mzansi, get ready because international singer, songwriter, rapper and all-round musical juggernaut Craig David is back in the mother city. A man best known for his hits like What's Your Flavor, 7 Days and DNA. He'll be performing his much anticipated and much celebrated TS5 show this Thursday, the 8th of December at the Grand Arena in Grand West. And for a moment, I have the privilege of hanging out with the man. I felt like a bit of a groom waiting for his bride there for a moment.
Brother, do you know what I mean? They're about to throw the confetti, yeah? You're
Have a seat.
My guy, I appreciate you.
So good to see you.
How you doing, man?
Welcome to Cape Town. I'm so good.
Bro.
Had an early morning on the breakfast show,
wow,
which you are now on, officially, unofficially, and this is a dream come true. Because I got to tell you that there's a 14-year-old little Katlego who's doing backflips and he's ululating right now because seeing you in real life and meeting you is such an amazing moment for me. I've been a fan of your music all these years. And I think one of the first questions I had in my mind when I found out I was going to be talking to you was, what is it about your music that you think endears you to people so much? Not just, you know, in South Africa, but across the world.
Do you know what it is? I mean, as a musician yourself, right? There's something about when you get out of your own way and you just let it come through, and you know it's from a greater power that's trying to connect people and bring inclusion and to allow people to, if anything, stresses are on the mind and drama in life and things were getting them down, for that moment that you're either on stage or the moment you hear that song can just bring you into alignment of like, I can breathe. Life is okay right now. And I see the healing in music now more so than I did even when I first started, because I've got the stories and people have told me how the songs have helped people get through certain things, and using that song as a means to get out of a situation that wasn't working. And I think, wow, this is where the healing comes.
Yeah.
And it heals me. I've experienced some of my songs years down the line, and I thought Rise and Fall was a song that I actually had to experience myself. I hadn't viscerally experienced it like I did on that tune until years down the line, and I was like, whoa. It was almost like a very clairvoyant thing of seeing the future of where I was going now.
I watched your acceptance speech at the 25th MOBO Awards, where you were honored with an extraordinary, outstanding contribution to the arts and to music. Before you went on stage, there was this montage of your life in music, and I wonder what it is that was going through your mind as you were watching that with everyone else in the crowd. What did that moment mean to you receiving that award?
I had my 14-year-old moment watching it.
Yeah.
Because I remember just watching the MOBO Awards and being like, it'd be amazing just to go to the MOBOs, just to be there, to see it. And because everything went so fast from when that first album was released in 2000, and then the next year I was being presented with my first MOBO Award, yeah. I watched it from a totally different juxtaposition where I was just like, wow. It took a while to actually own certain things. So I was like, is this really me? Is this someone else gonna? And I looked up there and I was like, there was this feeling of being so grateful and recognizing that the songs that I had written had really touched people's lives along the way. When I looked around, not just at the montage, but looked at people's faces and I saw someone smiling when they heard What's Your Flavor, or they saw 7 Days, or they saw the video for something else, and it was just like a really sweet spot for me, because it was like looking around saying, this has legacy to it.
Absolutely,
you know, which is
yeah.
great.
So when people pick up the book, What's Your Vibe? Tuning into Your Best Life, what piece of Craig David are they getting in there?
Do you know what? It was the most cathartic process to create the book, but also to be as unfiltered as I am in that book. For me, it's everything within anecdotes and stories of music. So I didn't want to get out of the roll-to-roll thing a little, but I still wanted people who know me for the music to be like, oh, well, tell us about filming it. Tell us how you did the melody on 7 Days in the Day.
There we go. Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry, I got you on
For those who've been part of the journey for the 22 years, right? And then those tuning in right now, as it says, the dedication. Jumping back to the music, firstly, I can't wait to get into the book and then see you live on the stage at Grand Arena, Grand West. That's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I know that for sure. What can fans expect from you?
Wow. Well, Tears 5 is like, I've touched upon the decks, I've touched about the mixtapes. Really, before my first album, Born to Do It, I was DJing. I was MCing for other DJs, carrying my DJ Flash was the...
For real?
Yeah, I was his box boy, holding the box of the records.
Wow.
Telling him, like, when he was DJing, like, I think there's a girl over there, she's looking at you like crazy. You need to go over.
It's the mad things, man.
Yeah,
the mad
he'd be
things.
like, really? I was like, yeah, she's just over. He said, okay, cool, can you hold the decks? I'd be like, yeah, I got you. So I get a little 15, 20 minutes,
Oh, yeah.
So I hone my DJ skills. So my Tears 5 set really is taking my DJing skills from back then, MCing, but then now having 22 years worth of songs, that I interject that into the mix. So it becomes this sort of one-man band kind of performance, freestyle, sing one of my tunes that you know, get back behind the decks, mix a song, one of your favorite tunes from someone else, and make it into a full house party feel, but on a grander stage. So
That's absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to see that. So if I could take you into a place in my memory right now that is very vividly clear. 14 years old, in my room, my grandparents have just bought me a little alarm radio. At 8 o'clock, it's bedtime. Switch off the lights, but I get to listen to the top 8 at 8 on 94.7, one of our local radio stations. And I've always said to myself, if I get this chance, I'm going to shoot my shot. Craig David's here, I'm shooting my shot. And I wonder if this is going to happen. And I'm listening to the song, and it's on the top 8 at 8. I think it's like #1 for a while. And you go, I always said that I was gonna make it, and now it's plain for everyone to see. But this game I'm in, don't take no prisoners, just casualties.
I know that everything is gonna change,
Even the friends I knew before me go. But this dream is the life I've been searching for.
started believing that I was the greatest.
My life was never gonna be the same.
'Cause with the money came a different status.
That's when things changed. Now I'm too concerned with all the things I own. Blinded by all the pretty girls I see. I'm beginning to lose my integrity.
Let's go!
Let's go!
My guy!
Let's go!
Brother, your tone is so smooth, brother. Like, no, serious, like, I just love it. Like, I've got so much love for you at the same time, man. Your voice is beautiful, and I know how people love you here. They love you when they hear your music. But for me to experience it viscerally, just singing now, like, that's just vibe. That's real. That's so forget the roll to roll. That's soul to soul, brother. My guy.
You have made not just my dream come true, but that of my family and everyone who's supported me in my life. And thank you for just being such an icon of our time, a definition of our generation in music. You are a blessing to us, and we love you so much. And we hope to have you back in Cape Town so many more times. I hope you're going to get some time to explore while you're here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I took a little scenic route while I was here this time. I mean, the few times I've been here, I kind of tend to do the same thing, and I love it because I remember that visceral feeling when I first landed here, like back in 2000. I was like, the love. It was a whirlwind time, but the people. I remembered how they were with me, the smiles, the love, the hugs. They were warm,
Proper.
they were embraced, and I felt that all over again. So I can't wait to come back here and do more, and to travel around and do more shows. But thank you for sharing your space with me, brother, and your platform to do that. Like,
Well, hopefully next time we'll get you out on a 5 football pitch. Have a kick about.
Listen, I told you, like the Messi in me can come out. It can come out. I mean, it might be one of those ones with gas in it, and you see me on the pitch and Maz is buckling himself, but you know what I mean? We'll see.
I love it, man.
You gotta try.
Oh man, so good. Thank you very much, Greg.
My pleasure, brother.
TS5, one night only, baby. One day is all that Kat needed. I think he can go to bed now and sleep for the rest of the year, the rest of the decade. Kat, we're so proud of you, bro, and so happy that you got that opportunity. I hope you're watching right now, brother. Really awesome. And don't forget, it's not too late for you to snag your chance at a festive music experience. So visit ticketmaster.co.za to experience Craig David live.
Oh, well, you'll better hurry up because the concert is tonight, so you
Get on
still
it.
have some time to get those tickets.